ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोर्श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरोर्नवैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सागररघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामये। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। जयतां सुरतो पंगो मौ मंदमतिर्गति मत्सर्वस्य पदाम्भोजौ राधा मदर मोहनौ दिव्य वृंदारण्यकल्पद्रुमादः श्रीमद्रत्नागार सिंहासनस्थो श्रीमद् राधा श्रीरघोविंद देवो प्रेष्ठालीभि सेव्यमानो स्मरामि। श्रीमान् रासरसारम्भे वंशी वटतटस्थितः कर्षन् वेणु स्वनैर्गोपी गोपीनाथ श्रियस्तु नः। तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। And we will get into our fourth story, that is the Indra returned to heaven, back to heaven. So here the story comes. Generally the people, when they go to God, the concept of God for the people is something amusing. They go to God and ask, please God give me this. So like going to any shop, we go to shop, oh I want this. So we all go to God, plus God give me this. So their concept is, I go to pilgrimage, I go to this place, I go to that place, and I go and ask. So for their concept is, go to different places, go to different gods and ask something. It is their approach. God give me this. But pure devotion is, they say that God, everything is yours. We go to different places, different pilgrimages, and say, oh my God, everything is yours. So that is the real understanding of this spiritual. So here Bali Maharaj also understood that everything belongs to you. That's why he has become the most celebrated personality. And here the Prahlad Maharaj has given the Navavidha Bhakti, and of which the topmost and most difficult is the Atmanivedanam. And we will find that Prahlad Maharaj's grandson actually demonstrated. And we see our devotees also demonstrate this Atmanivedanam at one context, that they don't know that it is doing, but they know. I can tell you that. What is that is, when the Jagannath Ratha Yatra takes place, in front of Jagannatha, on the road, they will give a Dandavat Pranam. So this is called Atmanivedanam. So suppose Ratha is not there, you make an obeisances, Dandavat Pranam on the road? You can't do it. You will not do it. But you don't care when the Jagannath is appearing. You show your liking toward this Atmanivedanam when you play a Dandavat Pranam on the mid road. Otherwise, on the road, even you will hesitate to walk without shoes, without footwear. But the moment Jagannath is there in front of you, you are ready to just pay obeisances on the middle of the road. So that is an indication. That's an indication of Atmanivedana. So we have seen that the Vamandev, he has extended his leg, and it went all the way and touched that just now we saw, and everybody, the whole world started saying Jai 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 Vamandev, Jai Jai Kar. Everybody was Jai Jai Kar. Whole world was filled with Jai Jai Kar. But when the whole world was making Jai Jai Kar, demons became very furious. And Bali Maharaj also, he did not do anything, because he is now in the Diksha of Yajna. Because of Yajna, Diksha, he could not say anything, he could not act anything, but the whole world is filled with Jai Jai Kar because of the powerful action, unimaginable, inconceivable action of Vamandev. He has covered within 2 legs everything. And everybody in the mood of victory. But the victory sign, demons could not even tolerate. They immediately took up all the weapons. They want to kill the Vamandev. They want to kill Vamandev. But they don't know the Vamandev is not a small brahmachari, but is the Supreme Lord Krishna. And they themselves saw that he has expanded so big. And immediately after that, he has become small. Not that he was permanently long and long. No. After covering, again he came back small. Just imagine how much is it. He became small. The moment he became small, everybody started Jai Jai Kar, and the demons became, oh, let me kill this fellow. How is it possible? Just now they saw big. That is called Manta Buddhi, dead brain. It's called dead brains, almost. Then they jumped, they started rushing towards Vamandev with all swords and many things. But when the Parshad, the Vishnu Parshad, because though they were not accompanying, when the Vamandev came, they're all present there. They started laughing at these fellows, and they immediately started fighting with them, and they started killing them mercilessly. All the Vishnudutas started mercilessly killing all the demonics. At that time, Bali Maharaj asked all the demons to stop fighting. He said that the time is not suitable for us. The time is very suitable for demigods. So don't fight. So just whatever is happening, accept it. The moment they said, all the demons stopped fighting, and all Vishnudutas driven them out to Rasatala. They all went back into Rasatala. We have heard that Rasatala is below the earthly planet. They all went and hid. So at that moment, Pakshi Raja Garud came, and by the order of Vamandev, the Pakshi Raja bound the Bali Maharaj with Varunapash, Varunastra. So he was now tied like a cow, like an animal. So when he was tied like a culprit, like an offender, actually he has given the entire thing to Vishnu, but still he finally turned out to be an offender, because he has not fulfilled the whole thing. And because of that, he was bound by that Varunastra. And when he was bound, he did not object. And the whole world started ha-ha-kar. And at that time, Vamandev was sitting on a wonderful seat, and in front of him, Bali Maharaj was standing, bound by ropes. Then Vamandev further started saying, you said that you will give three steps of land, but so far only I could get only 2. So where is the third one? Now there is nothing left over in this world, in this universe, in this creation. I have gone up to the covering of the universe. So you did not fulfill your word. So you have no other option than to go to hell. Please go to hell. Because your master also cursed that you will go to hell. So now it is your time to go to hell. And the person who doesn't fulfill, whatever he has promised to give in donation, where is the question of he getting the benefit of the donation? He will go to hell. So you are not fulfilled, so you have to go to hell. And when Vamandev was speaking this, Bali Maharaj interrupted and said, I am not telling any lie. Still I have something. You can put, my head is there. You are not occupied my head. So you can put your third foot, your leg on my head. Because it still belongs to me. So, and he said that I will never fear for anything, even hellish. But I feel only for one thing that I should not be stamped, I should not be treated as a liar, because I am the grandson of Prahlad Maharaj, and Prahlad Maharaj is a celebrated and well worshipped and respected by all devotees. And he became a devotee to you, but as far as I am concerned, only by providence, by force I was brought to your lotus feet. And now my head is there, you put your feet on my head. And when you were speaking like this, Prahlad Maharaj came. Prahlad Maharaj, it was mentioned in Bhagavatam, he was like a hill, a dark hill. He was looking very black. And when he came, he saw that his grandson is tied and his head is down. He wanted to pay obeisances to his grandfather, but his hands are tied. And at that time, he just downed his head and paid, and his eyes were full of tears that he could not pay obeisances to his grandfather. And even when her husband is tied, the Vindhyavali still says, she's saying that whatever it is done to him is good. And she says that these all activities are essentially by the Supreme Lord's various pastimes, and the people who are attracted to the enjoyment, they cannot understand the pastimes of the Lord. And when she was speaking, Brahmaji came to that place and requested to Vamandev that, my dear Lord, please stop. Now enough is enough. This Bali should not be subjected to any more agony. Bali should not be given any more punishment. And I can't, he has given everything to you. So why he should be given this much punishment and still continuing? It is not good. And started some sort of argument. Then when Vamandev heard the words of Brahma, then he smilingly started saying, generally people who are intoxicated by wealth and opulences, they even defy me. So under that condition, to really show special mercy, I snatch all his opulences. But of all living in the human form of life is very rare, and devoted is very rare. And that too, if somebody is having great beauty, opulence, education, and his long life and expertise in work, still he is very humble. That is, you please understand that as my special mercy. Generally, these things make people very proud and very arrogant. But despite all this, if somebody really feels humble, and that is my special mercy. As far as Bali Maharaj is concerned, he became deprived of the opulence. He has fallen down from his position, and he has been defeated by his enemies, and he was bound, and all the family members left him, and he has been cursed by his spiritual master. Still he did not leave his word. He was sticking to his whatever word he has given. He never digressed from dharma. That's why I am very much pleased. I am very much pleased, and I am going to give him a place which is not possible for anybody. I am going to give a place which is durlabha to anybody. I am going to give that. And in the next Manvantara, he is going to become Indra. He is going to become Indra, and till that next Manvantara, I am going to personally protect him. I have created a best place for him, Sutala Loka, and I am going to personally protect this Bali Maharaj, because he has done this wonderful which is not possible for anybody. So I am giving him this special place and special protection. I stay in front of his gate, the Sutala, to protect him till he becomes the Indra in the next life. And under my protection, he will never face any problems of the body or mind, or any dejection, or any thirsty or defame me. No, nobody can really defy his orders. There is going to be situation. And then all these things he told to Brahma. Confidence that actually I am not punishing him, I am actually praising him, I am giving him something unusual. And then he told to Bali Maharaj, okay Bali Maharaj, now you have heard whatever I have told you, so now you go with all your family members to Sutala Loka, and there nobody can defeat you, because I am going to protect you. And even if some demons they defy your order, my chakra is always with you. It will kill them, and it will give you complete victory. And in that way he mentioned, at that time Bali Maharaj was very happy, and he said that so far nobody got such a great boon, and even Sura, Asura, Lokapala also, they did not get that type of boon, that you are going to protect me as a protector, everything. And with your permission, now I am going to Sutala Loka. He paid obeisances to Vaman Dev, and along with all his people, he goes. He went to the Sutala Loka, and at that time the Prahlad Maharaj was standing there, and Prahlad Maharaj also worshipped and glorified Vaman Dev continuously. He said that, my dear Lord, you have promised me that you will not kill my descendants, and I could see that today you are demonstrated that one. And this type of mercy, it is not even obtained even to Brahma, Rudradi Devata, Lakshmi also they did not get. We are born in the family of Asura, but still you are getting your mercy, and it is incredible. It is incredible. And he said, then Vamanadeva mentioned, you also go along with your grandson, and you enjoy there, and you will have my darshan as Shankachakra Gada Padma. With my 400 form, you will have darshan every time. Whenever you want, I will be giving you darshan. And because you constantly are going to have darshan of me, all your karma bandha is going to be destroyed, and you will come to my abode without any doubt. Then when Bali Maharaj along with all family members first of all demons, they ran away anyway. Then after Bali Maharaj, wife, everybody went, and he knows very well that he is going to become Indra in the next Manvantara. Then Prahlad Maharaj also left. Then Vaman Dev started speaking to Shukracharya. My dear Shukracharya, Brahmana Shrestha, please find out what actually went wrong. What actually went wrong in the sacrifice of your disciple, Bali. Why all these things? You are just telling in a sarcastic way. Please find out what is the mistake actually happened and see that the yajna is completed. Then Shukracharya mentioned, although Shukracharya was feeling very ashamed because he has cursed. He was feeling very bad. And Vaman Dev, of course, that is the Leela of the Supreme Lord. Because of that, he got the still highest order of benefit. And Shukracharya mentioned very humbly to the Lord Vaman Dev that if somebody becomes your disciple or your devotee and surrenders everything, where is the question of something going wrong in his activity? There is no chance. In my disciple, he has surrendered to you, so there can't be any mistake. There can't be any mistake. But still you said that find out something, and though there are no mistakes, since you said, I will do that and complete the entire yajna. And he mentioned that you are the Yajnesha and you are the Yajna Purusha, and if you are satisfied, yajna gets completely satisfied. So it is the responsibility of every living entity that they satisfy you through yajnas. In that way, Shukracharya told everything, and then performed. He completed the whatever yajna, left half the way, and fulfilled the order of the Lord. And at that time, he was mentioning Nishchidramam Sankirtanam Tavaha. So he mentioned that by taking your name itself, everything gets completed. Your name already appeared, we are chanting your name, everybody glorified, so the yajna is already fulfilled. So then afterwards, everything has become completely satisfied. Then Vaman Dev took whatever he has taken, all the planetary systems, he handed over everything to Indra. That was his purpose, because Aditi asked by Payovrata, and the Lord appeared as Vaman Dev. And he has handed over everything back to Indra. Then what they did is, all the Devatas, Rishis, Pitru Devatas, Manus, Muni, Daksha, Kartikeya, all the people, including Aditi, Kashyapa, everybody, they decided that, okay, from now onwards, we take Vaman Dev as our eternal protector. Everybody says, yes, now actually for all of us, actually Indra should be there, but now we are taking Upendra, the brother of Upendra, that is Indra's brother, that is our Vaman Dev. Now we consider, when we are declaring, he is our eternal protector. And the moment they said Aditi, Kashyapa, they became very happy, and everybody became very happy. And all with Vaman Dev, they traveled back to the heavenly planets. And Indra also very happy to go back to his heavenly planets, and everybody got situated. And when Vaman Dev was considered or declared as the eternal protector, Lord Shiva, Brahma, everybody also became very, very happy, and they started glorifying the Vaman Dev, continuous glowing. And with continuous glorification, Vaman Dev satisfaction and complete feeling of abhaya, they all travel back. And Shukadeva Goswami started saying that this wonderful Vamanadeva pastime is very powerful and gives complete protection, and it gives it completely eradicates all the sin. And he said that those who especially this particular the Leela of Supreme Lord Vamanadeva hears this, even they can go to heavenly planets or any planet they want, because Vamanadeva ultimately gave the heavenly planet to the Indra. So those who want heavenly planet, they can go to heavenly planet, and if they want spiritual world, because Vamanadeva is especially giving a relation, because he came as a son of Aditi and Kashyapa. So he can avoid a relation and take them to spiritual world, or if somebody wants heavenly planet like Indra, he can avoid, because he is the protector. So it is clearly mentioned in the Falashruti that Vaman Charitra should be discussed, or it should be read, should be glorified on all occasions. It is clearly mentioned that it should be done in the activities of Devataka. So there are sometimes the people do some worships which are for pleasing different demigods, or sometimes they perform various activities for Pitru Devatas, or sometimes they perform social functions. So social function is, for example, like marriage is a social function, birthday party is a social function, or marriage anniversary is a social function. There are some social functions. So all during the social functions, or if somebody is doing any puja karikram and somebody is doing a shraddha karikram, it is recommended by Shukadeva Goswami that they shall read this Vamana Charitra. When they read this Vamana Charitra, all the whatever they are doing, the pujas or activity, they become successful. They become successful and they become faultless, the flawless, and they become successful. So in this way, the Vamanadeva great story comes to some completion, and we are all very happy to hear the Vamanadeva who has expanded and fulfilled the desire of Aditi, and has given the complete the planetary system to Indra back. And finally, they all took Vamanadeva as their eternal protector. Devi Devata, they felt that now Vamanadeva, he has come, we have no fear. That's why they have put him, because all things happened on the earthly planet. They have to go back. So they put in front of him all the demigods in that plane, and they went to the heavenly planet. So they consider him as their eternal protector, Paramarakshaka. So we also now became very confident that we get protection from the great Vamanadeva, who can expand to any extent. And as I mentioned, whether traveling on earth or traveling on the sky, we can remember the wonderful Vamana, and who has shown such a great attachment to Bali Maharaj, that he decided to stay in his loka for his eternal protection. Just imagine. So this is a very powerful Leela performed by Supreme Lord Krishna in the form of Vamanadeva. So by paying great obeisances to Vamanadeva, we conclude today the 17th day of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam Katha. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam Dharaj ki, Srila Vamanadeva ki, Gaur Premanande. Thank you very much. Hare